Hey guys, and welcome back to Arsenal episode 33, 34, I'm not sure, but that even rhymed as the Arteta era continues. Era? What am I talking about? The Arteta era, of course, as today we have a brand new season to bring you, so smash the like button. Also credit to a guy called Mike Neno who comments on all the videos for the superb little subscription notification he has added to the channel. Should have seen that or might see that in a minute, as we have only 3 games today, but of course, the ones that don't matter, well, I do a bit because we'll get money in, but not really, as it's the Invitational Cup. Of course, we just won a cup, and we're on for another. If at the end of tomorrow's episode, or the day after that, we can beat Liverpool in the Community Shield before the league starts with them away. That could be the title decider if we improve drastically with Leicester, Everton, Watford, and who's the other one? It is Villa. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that indeed, as we have 300 million pounds to spend in this month. Of course, outgoings will happen. One being Mo El Neni, who has already gone off a pre-contract. It was the same as Joe Willock and Eddie Nketiah, who I did sign up though. And here's confirmation of Joe Willock staying. He's on 42k a week. Bit pricey, and Eddie Nketiah, I think he's on 64. Oh no, he's on 61, sorry. As I'm looking at these though, and one player I do want to get off the books this season, I said it was going to be his last season, is Willian. 77 rated, 33-year-old, behind Cole and Willock. He needs to go. And speaking of going, we've got more departs. We've got Bella Kotchap out on loan to Stade Remis. Don't know if we're going to get another season out of this, you know, guys. But if we do, maybe he comes back stronger, with Andrea Lacazette leaving to go to Madrid and Rob Holding going to Dortmund. Good deal. Well, a good deal for them, of course. And Rob Holding especially going to BVB when he can't get played at Arsenal. Not really the best deals for us, of course. We've got no money for them, as we do want to get some money in right here by winning a couple of these games, and some money out by spending some. And we're actually going to start off this pre-season tournament against Al Nassr with a bit of a change-up, which I haven't seen really happen before on career. We've got a couple of players back on loan as well. That's what I love to see, is Cole's on international duty, and I'm going to have to switch it around because of all of them being on international duty. Literally all of our players. I mean, we didn't have the best season last year. And still a lot of players going out to do their duties for the national team, with Renarsson staying though to be in net. Maitland-Niles, David Luiz, Saliba and Kai Mason. Want to train him up to be a superstar this season. With Martinelli, Emil Smith-Rowe out of position a bit, with Saka as well doing so. And Todd Cantwell, really undecided on him as well. Hopefully he can come back and be in the team, with Joe Willock in cam and Ruiz up front. Zaha's actually on international duty. Awar as well. I've got to get these sorted out. And I think I just managed to do so. As we've actually got another right back coming through, you know. This guy called Stacey, we're out on loan. He looks like a Kai Mason, so hopefully he can get a couple of cup runs going. He's on the bench, as of course all the international friendlies are going to be simmed ones. And can we get a win? These have got a decent team. They've got a good striker, Abdullah Rahman, and they get a 1-1 draw with us. Okay. Areas to improve. Of course, it's a rotated heavily team, so I'm not too disappointed with Maicon. I think it was Saka and someone else getting the goals. Fatan, I think it was. I can't scroll back up. And yeah, not good if we wanted to get through, and of course that's probably the easiest team in the group. I saw we had Bayern Munich and someone else, so that's not a conventional start. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's going to Villarreal. Okay, I had a look at him as Hertha Berlin. Okay, this is reasonable, because I have a plan to bring in another central midfielder. We've got a lot of money, but I would like a little bit more. And Xhaka, being on the bench, I feel like he needs to be somewhere starting, so we're going to try and sell him. And we're going to try and get 45. Maybe that's a bit of a squeeze. Maybe it's a bit of a squeeze for him. 37, I mean, it's his evaluation, but I would like 40, you know. I'd really like 40, because that'd be spot on. Of course, Arsenal went and gave Guendouzi to Hertha Berlin, so hopefully we can give Xhaka. They're not going to pay more, though, but we'll accept it. Granted, I love the guy. He's been consistent with us, but not consistently in the starting 11, so hopefully he goes. It's on to Al Hilal next, as we get a loan offer to buy, though. No one offers to buy with us. As Yao, I forgot to talk about him really. 17-year-old, 63 rated. Could be one for the future. However, speaking of future, I think I've left it long enough. I am 8 minutes into my current recording time, short for you guys, as I need to show you the transfer hub. I need to show you the players I had in mind. Of course, I don't really get rid of them, because I just like to see how players naturally progress. And I've had a couple commented. Haaland, Weghorst, Calvert-Lewin, Mbappe, which I don't know about, Icardi, but one I definitely want to go for. Not a striker to start off with, which I know I'll need to get in and want to get in, but it's a centre-back. And I want to try and swap Lucas Hernandez with this guy. It's Rafael Varane. The reason being, like, at Real Madrid in real life, he's not out of favour, but he's not doing well. He's making a couple of mistakes, but hopefully he can come to Arsenal in the latter stage of his career and get the best out of us. And here we go. Not going to play the release clause though, which was 127 million. That was way too much for him. As I want to get a player swap involved, not fullbacks, which is frozen me on. I want to go for centre backs. I think it's freezing because we've got that many of them. As 69 million. I'll probably try and lower it a little bit because I don't want to pay that much plus him. So I'll go for 65. 65. Meet me on the dot and you can have Lucas Hernandez. Oh no, they want Blake Cole. They want Blake Cole. Right, you can't have Blake Cole. That's just a no-go. I can see him being a popular figure this year. I just really know. As they actually don't want Theo Hernandez. Okay, let's try Elgato. I mean, I'd like him to stay. He's great for me, but of course he's not going to play much if Varane comes in. And there we have it. Rafael Varane for 70 million plus Nicole Elgato. And it's hard to see him go. I've had good times with him. One of my first signings from 78 rated all the way to 85. He's been a stalwart. Well, at least more than Lucas Hernandez, who I still need to get rid of. We'll offer him a crucial role. Come on, Varane. Let's not bottle it with the contract negotiations. We'll offer him 5 years. Has he got that left in the tank? He doesn't. He got free though, I'll take it. Release clause of 166 million, 0.5, and I will accept that as well. Then the wage, we'll just accept that. We'll accept everything. I mean, he's taking a wage cut as Rafael Varane is the first signing of Season 3 of the Arsenal career. And I personally think that is a huge statement of intent. He can't come into the team right now though, still on international duty like most of the team, but it's a good one to have there. And now on to the second game. It's unfortunately going to have to be the same team. No one's arrived back. Maybe if we get through a couple of stages, they might come tumbling in, as I think it must be a Euro or World Cup year. That's the only excuses. Can we get the win against Hilal? We do. No excuses there. Abel Ruiz with a finish. And Joe Willock, who, of course, I want to stay here for a bit, so that's very nice. And we have confirmation right there, as Granit Xhaka has left the club, and Eddie Nketiah loan offer. An offer to buy as well. I'll have to look into this one. I do love Eddie Nketiah, but do I see him playing as much when we're after a key striker? We've got Zaha and Edouard, and Ruiz as like a little backup as well. I honestly don't. I honestly don't. So we're going to try and loan him maybe half a year? No, 2 years. Alright, so we might not see any more of Eddie Nketiah, but I am going to accept that. As the wage is fine, the payments are fine, at least it's a cut on what he's getting now, and 27 million. I'll accept it. Do you know what? We might not see him again. That might be Eddie Nketiah out, but I'll take that. I'll just take it. No beating around the bushes. Bayern Munich is the next game. Please get some first teamers back. One player I have forgot about in this starting 11, which I want to see more of, is Saliba. But another one, I'm playing David Luiz, and we've got a guy who's just come off a 2-year loan deal. Callum Chambers. You never know. If he plays well, he could actually stay as one of our main centre-backs, as I need to take the middleman out of here, not the left winger, and I'm going to put Thomas Partey in, because he's the only one who returns, with Renasson in the goal, Maitland-Niles, Chambers, Saliba, Mason, Martinelli, Partey, Saka, and Cantwell with Willock and Ruiz. I mean, Saka's doing fine out of position as well. I really do like how he's playing. I think he's already scored. As this is Bayern Munich though, it's definitely going to be harder. So can we get a win against them to guarantee us through? Because of course, I think it's Al Nassri on us back, so come on, let's get this victory, and we almost do. It's not bad, it's not bad. It's an improvement on what was last season when we kept getting thrashed. As 2-1 to Bayern Munich. I mean, I'll take it. But I would like to take more is transfers, as we have Real Madrid next, and Nketiah goes out, and of course, this is Varane's old team. Hopefully he's back. Before he gets back, we've got a big offer. Yes, for Hernandez as well. One I don't mind getting out, as it is actually big offer. I think that might be almost as much as we paid for him. Let's try and get a little bit more, be greedy, but I'll accept it if we can. And it's PSG who want the big man. Alright, you can have him for 88 million. I mean, that's a bit cheeky of me, because we paid 17. He's been on the bench all the time. 68, was that the starting offer they had? They're just not upped it? Okay, right, 73. 73, please. 73 and you've got a deal. And they do take it. Nice one. And of course, I know some of you guys will probably be screaming, why did you try and swap Mbappe? I didn't want to ruin the offer, and of course, I don't think Mbappe would have been involved in that deal. However, speaking of deals, next guy I want to go for, and I know I haven't spoke about him briefly, I want to go straight into it, is Fabian, another Real Madrid player who we're playing next. A central midfielder, originally at Napoli in real life, is 86 rated, so I did say Xhaka were too good for the bench. This guy's probably going to end up on it with Aouar, Cole and Partey in the team, but it would be a really good buy. We've got the money as well, so 80 million. Oh, and everyone wants Cole, right? Turn it down, we'll go for a striker instead. And of course, I am keeping my eye on this guy. Please tell me in the comments below, do you actually want me to go for this guy? yes or no, because I know Cavana wants it, if I pronounce your name right. I'm sorry if I haven't, but I know you want that, as I want to see if everyone else does. But in the meantime, maybe another backup is a good option. And Wout Weghorst, you know I love the guy, so come on, let's get him in. Can we get a player swap in here? Maybe Odsonne Edouard. I mean, he's had his time. His time's up, I think. I mean, it might be as high rated as him. I want someone who can head the ball, an aerial threat. Edouard's actually younger as well, and overall more value. So can we just get a straight swap? They want Martinelli. I don't think you guys would be happy with Martinelli. I know you guys like him, and I'm going to try and play him because you guys like him. So let's try and find someone else. Possibly Todd Cantwell. Now that's an option I'm looking forward to seeing more. Can we get that through? I mean, is he as good as the other one? They don't want Todd Cantwell. Right, 29 million. Not the best. Get it down to 25 and I will shake your hand right off. 25.5 for Wout Weghorst. Are they going to do it? 26? Okay, Javi Gracia, you drive a hard bargain, but I will take the big man. And can we get a good deal off for this? I will offer him rotational. You're not going to be a starter, Wout. I'm sorry. As he'll take that. He hasn't got a game face still. I mean, it's close, but I'd like a game face from him, as we will offer him 3 years. Disregard the release clause. Get onto the wages as well. Maybe he could score in his debut against Real Madrid if I decide to play him, as we'll offer him 70k. It's a lot, but we're moving forward. We've got more money. We can afford to pay players this much, as he don't want to accept it. That's a shocker. I thought 70 million were a lot. Not 70 million as well, 70k, as he turns that... I can't believe that. We're on 45. We're on 45 at Valencia. Valencia are even a Champions League club as well, which we are not. So they should be offering him more than what we offer him, as John Jules has a 1-year deal at Bristol City on the table, and I'm going to accept it for him. And so here we go. Real Madrid, it's going to have to be the same team as well. No one has returned, or have they? Let's go to team management and actually see, because I only checked the top line of the reserves. As oh, no, they haven't. I thought they had then. So it's going to have to be these boys, as it's going to be a quick sim. Again, I apologise if it's quick sims. I've just got to get these edited as quickly as possible. As can we get a win? We don't. It's Hazard, who rarely scores for them, and Eggestein. Alright, they've signed him from Werder Bremen. And that's disappointing to go out, but I am not going to put it past anything. We expect to go out to Madrid. I hope we can move on and maybe beat them in the Cup if we get them in the Champions League, but it's a good starting point. I should maybe be thinking, Max, how can you say getting beat's a good starting point? It is. Last season, we got into the Europa League from the Champions League. We've gone backwards after his first season, so this one's all about moving forward. And I think it might be a quick one today, guys, but I am going to try and get one more signing. Unai Simon goes to Tottenham as well. Oh no, the rivals. There's interest in Osimhen. I'm looking at Osimhen. It's Liverpool who want it. We've got money in as well for... who do you call it, who just sold? Theo Hernandez. As Willock's got a loan offer, I will accept that, you know. Trey Coyle has one, Chambers has one, I've accepted, and this one's a loan to buy. I don't want to sell Trey Coyle. And yeah, I think I'm going to go in for a poach from Liverpool, like Chelsea did with Werner. Some may say they didn't, but I really think they did. As I've got more money now anyway to go get Victor Osimhen. Here he is. And don't worry, guys, it's probably not going to be a starter still. We've got better options out there in the likes of Mbappe, which I still want you guys to vote on. Maybe Haaland. I mean, we haven't got him on the Dortmund series anymore, spoiler alert. So maybe we go for him on this series, as we'll go for 67 and try and get this through. However, they don't really want me to. I mean, it's more than Liverpool paid. Can we get 75? I mean, he's a good striker, but he's 84 rated and 23. As I will take 75. Let's get this done quick. And I don't know what it is, but when he was I think it was Lille, I always saw this guy as an Arsenal striker. And of course he's gone to Napoli, which was a shock, but still. Rotational role is perfect. Him and Zaha can compete up front, and Zaha on the wing a bit more. As 5 years is perfect as well, until 28, but we're probably not going to be on this series for that long. As disregard the release clause, 91. Okay, so now I can see why Weghorst was asking for a lot. We'll accept it, and we'll leave it 250 million in the bank, literally what we almost started with, to look for that big player. And at the end of the episode, guys, I'm just going to right now try and scrap up a first team sheet to start this season off. Of course, the Community Shield in the next episode, alongside some big signings that I want to get done. I'm not done by any means. I want to spend all the money. I want to spend all the money if we can, so I need to get a good team out. Look at that defence now as well. Hakimi were his strongest at one point. Now he's as weakest as. That's probably going to be my starting 11. The bench can change. I think we need another striker, put Osimhen on the bench and get someone up front. We could do with another spare centre-back now, because of course Theo Hernandez was playing second string. We don't really need a right-back. Possibly another winger if Todd Cantwell goes out and Doku isn't the best. But yeah, oh, Martinelli, sorry, Martinelli. I'll put Martinelli up there. And yeah, it looks okay. I'd want to improve. Possibly a backup keeper, possibly a backup centre-back, possibly a first-team striker, and possibly a backup midfielder. Get suggesting down below. So unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. The notification bell on as well so you do not miss an episode of this series, The Road to Glory, or the new series that will be coming out at some point in the near future after the Dortmund has finished, and catch the end of the Dortmund one as well. As that has been it from me, I'll see you in the next episode. In a bit. Peace.
We'll be right back.